Hello, and thank you for joining me for another episode of Take a Deep Breath with Yvonne Daniels podcast. I am your well-being girlfriend, Yvonne Daniels, here to continue to encourage you to embrace the power of giving your body permission to relax for better choices, health, and yes, wealth. We're doing it one deep breath at a time. All you need is an open heart and an open mind and a willingness to grow and to go. So, of course, over this way, we're all about changing health narratives and leaving health legacies and just really embracing and just being so excited about the fact that wealth, or health, I should say, is the wealth that we're born with. All right. We talk about all the other types of wealth that we definitely need to know about, but that health is the wealth that we are actually born with. So we want to make sure that we are stewarding that health as best we can. And of course, that means doing such things as getting enough sleep, which I'm getting better at. I definitely am getting better at that. Accepting responsibility for our own well-being, taking as many deep breaths as we need and as often as we need to, tuning into our bodies and moving our bodies. So yes, we're all about that. All right. So how you doing today?
Hey, what
Matt?
up, though? How are you doing today?
I am doing well. And of course, before we really get things going, how do we kick off every episode?
With a deep breath.
Let's go. Come on. In and out. And I'm telling you, if you just try it, I dare you to try it right now. You will just see such a difference in just how you feel just by doing that. All right. So today, we're talking about the fact that we are still in the month of January, the first month of 2026. How's it going so far for you, Matt?
I'd say it's going pretty well. What about yourself?
Hey, you know what? As I told you earlier, I'm alive and I feel good. So those are always great starts, right? I feel good physically, mentally, emotionally, all of that. And so talking about mental health and physical health and all of that, January is actually World Health Esteem Month. Have you ever heard of World Health Esteem Month?
I have not.
I hadn't heard of it either, but I was so glad. I was like, yes, yes. Finally, the language for how I feel about just health and how some people may not feel about it because they may be really down on themselves. A lot of times I think when people hear the word health and being healthy, they don't have positive things that come up for whatever reason. Well, the concept of health esteem and World Health Esteem Month was received actually a standing ovation when it was actually revealed at a leadership conference back in 2021. So, of course, we know it's not a revolutionary idea, but loving yourself, which is what it's all about, that whole esteem part, loving yourself at the same time you are working towards your health and fitness goals is actually something that should run together. But we know with toxic social media and judgment and all of that, it can be self-dissatisfaction that is what results in that actually drives sales, which is sad, but it does. So when you realize that you can actually feel good about yourself exactly as you are, that's a great thing, and that is a great place to start. And you can feel good about how you are, exactly how you are, while still pursuing extraordinary life-changing results. That is really and truly a breakthrough. And I like the fact that they're talking about lifestyle because, we talked on another episode about resolutions, but I like to call them lifestyle changes. So, and that really helps you to kind of be able to digest it, I think, a little bit better than just saying, okay, this is a resolution, like I got to do it. No, it's a process. It is a journey. So the facts are, they can be scary. They don't have to be, but if you're looking at them for what they are, they can be. People are getting sicker, and of course, we've got these prescription weight loss solutions. We talked about the fact on the last episode that a lot of times weight loss is the goal for a lot of people, and that is important. But with the weight, if you change those lifestyle habits, the weight is going to come off, right? And of course, when people are just focused on and once again, I have to say up front, I am not a doctor. So please see your doctor, right? Whatever doctor you have. But when weight loss is the ultimate goal and the number one goal, sometimes, you can go at it a lot of different ways that may not be beneficial for the entire body. So, of course, we know sedentary lifestyles and poor nutrition contribute to the decline in quality of life, especially here in the U.S. And this is according to the Social Progress Index report. Over the last 2 decades, Americans, we hear these numbers. They've gained weight at an alarming rate. Obesity rates are also increasing among children and adolescents, which is something with my 14-year-old. I have to, continue to let him know and talk about all the processed foods that are available now that weren't available when I was that age. We've got nearly 20% of U.S. children aged 2 to 19 having obesity, according to the 2017 to 2020 data. These rates have more than tripled since the mid-1970s. Of course, once again, there's so many different things that are available now. Not only does this lead to less enjoyment of life, but even moderate obesity can result in life expectancy by 3 years, reducing that by 3 years. This is according to a study by Oxford University. So severe obesity can take 10 years off your life, equal to the consequences of a lifelong smoking habit. Yeah, that's not good. For many, this is truly a life or death situation. So we hear these numbers, and sometimes we hear these statistics, and this can, for a lot of people, be very daunting and make them do nothing. Well, health esteem can change all of that. World Health Esteem Month is dedicated to raising awareness of the importance of lifestyle change. We love that word. It also helps you everywhere discover how much better life can be with even the smallest proactive alteration. It just takes something small, and I really believe in taking those small digestible actions. All right, every year we parade our New Year's resolutions, and of course those for a lot of people don't last very long. But with health esteem and the World Health Esteem Month, and just understanding that even with the smallest proactive alteration, you can start to work on all of your goals. And we're talking specifically about health, but that's in everything. All right. So, okay. Now, some of the studies that I am talking about have come from a couple of years ago. I can't believe I'm saying 2024 was like 2 years ago. But at the top of 2024, the top resolutions were, number one was to improve fitness by 48%, improving finances, losing weight, improving diets, and all of that stuff. Some of your typical resolutions that we have. According to Forbes, the number one resolution people made in 2024 at the top was to improve their fitness. And of course, there's no magic pill to reducing your weight. I know we've got a lot of, drugs out there that kind of promise that take this and you'll lose the weight. No effort. No, nothing. You don't have to do anything. And that will happen, but to the detriment of some other things. And we've got some consequences. And of course, the consequences of these drugs could be devastating to the muscularity of people who don't combine them with lifestyle changes. And we're talking about losing your muscle. And as you get older, we want to make sure that we keep the muscle, right? That helps you stay alive longer. So calorie restriction without appropriate nutritional support and ongoing exercise can also be counterproductive to your quality of life. This is according to the National Health Institute. Building muscle can keep your bones healthy and improve the way your body processes food. And this can help prevent diabetes and related diseases. So, Matt, I have to ask you, you're nice and young. Do you do a lot of strength training?
I mean, to a certain extent,
Okay.
My friends and I will go lift weights and stuff like that. At home, I personally do what is called, I call it my prison workout. So it's pretty much anything that you can do involving your body weight. So like chin ups, push ups, stuff like that. I mean, other than that, really just, I hit the weight sometimes, but I could do it more, I guess.
Okay. Well, you're young, and you may have some different reasons that you're doing it. Of course, it does help you look great, when you are doing the fitness training or the strength training, I should say. But it is just really, really important to have that regular strength training. It's been associated with lower risk of cardiovascular disease and other chronic diseases. All right. So the main benefit of strength training is that it makes your muscle cells stronger. And the benefit of this is unique to strength training. You cannot buy muscle. Got to remember that you can't buy muscle. You have to work it, and you have to feed it good stuff. Now, experts recommend that even children and teens do muscle strengthening activities at least 3 days a week. For adults, it is encouraged that strength training for the major muscle groups be done 2 or more days a week. I try and get it in a good 5 days a week. It just really, I feel stronger. I feel good, doing the strength training. My legs feel strong. My arms feel strong. I'm able to get up from my chair, easily, and just as I'm moving around through the day. So I really, really try and get it in at least 5, sometimes 6 days a week. So um, this theme of the annual World Health Esteem Month, I really love it, but it helps you understand and pursue healthy habits without beating yourself up about it. So, talking about the muscular and strength training, I just wanted to kind of give a couple of methods and things that you can do. So, methods of strength training include weightlifting, of course, using free weights like dumbbells and barbells to perform your exercises such as squats and deadlifts and bench presses. You can use your own body weight. Matt, you mentioned that your body weight exercises makes it really, really easy and can be very low impact, and still you get the benefits utilizing your own body weight for resistance, such as push-ups and pull-ups and lunges. You can even do what I call girl push-ups, where you are on your knees doing that, right? Also, resistance bands. I've seen people use those. They provide resistance when stretched, suitable for various exercises. You can use your machines at the gym, and then the benefits of doing all of this, which you can start small. Just start with your body weight, okay? It increases your muscle mass, which helps build and maintain lean muscle, naturally decreases. Because it decreases with age, you want to keep that built up. It enhances bone density, all right, which reduces the risk of osteoporosis. Strength training boosts metabolism. You hear a lot of times that your metabolism slows down as you get older. Well, this is going to help to boost your metabolism, and it helps with weight management, which is so important for a lot of people. It improves functional fitness. Strength training does, which enhances your ability to perform daily activities, and it reduces the risk of injury, falling, and all of that kind of thing. Okay. And one that's really, really important, you may not think about, it supports mental health. Strength training supports your mental health. Regular strength training can improve mood and reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. So we want to make sure that we are incorporating the strength training. It is so, so very important. And World Health Esteem Month, we're loving this. We know that we need to be healthier, need to lose the weight, but need to get healthy. I say, and I heard this said, and I love this saying, you get healthy. If you get healthy, then the weight will come off, right? Get the whole body healthy, and that weight will have no choice but to come off. So in honor of World Health Esteem Month, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. I hope you will maybe go back and listen again if you need to just kind of check out some things that we said earlier in the podcast. This is all about continuing to help us to be as healthy as we can for as long as we can. And January is the perfect month to kick this off. So thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Take a Deep Breath with Yvonne Daniels podcast. Matt, how are we going to end this in every episode?
With the deep breath.
Let's go. Come on. In and out. Once again, thanks so much for joining me for this episode. You can also check us out at Deep Breath and Taste Buds at blogspot.com. And until the next episode, have a great one. We'll see you at the next one.
Good stuff.